and also have a little bit of light over here, like that, and just hint that there's the other nostril there. Alright. I think the rest I'm probably going to do with pen. It's just fine enough detail that I really can't get in there with this thing. Alright, so let's switch out. Alright, this is a Rotring art pen. About 16 bucks or so. Works really well. Takes cartridges. Make sure I got enough ink to do the job here. Again, yeah, looks like it might be getting a little bit low on ink. Let's see. I probably have enough to do the job for now, though. So I'm going to go around and start trapping some of these areas and adding a little more detail. Those nice little touches, they really make it stand out. Okay. Oh, looks like this thing's about at it. So let's do a quick change here. Like I said, cartridge pen. There we are. Have another one of these things. Make sure you don't get your cartridges mixed up. The Rotring with the Pentel. There. Gonna get a little bit inky doing this, but that's okay. All right, now this is going to take a few swipes to get going, probably. I'll keep doing this until you get a nice flow going. There we go. Now it's starting to work. All right. Like I said, I'm gonna get a little bit messy doing it this way. It's still not flowing quite right. So you want to have a good flowing line. And right now it's being a little bit stubborn. So in the interest of keeping this thing moving along, let me just switch over to something else real quick. This will work just as well. All right, this is a Micron 01. Microns are pretty good, but you have to be careful when you're inking with them. that you don't have a dead line. Okay, and a dead line is a line that is the same width all the way across. You want to have a live line. You want to have a line that tapers. That's really easy to do when you've got a when you're working with a brush. But when you're working with a pen, though, it's really easy to just kind of have your line just be one width and adding a little more detail here with the teeth and stuff. And also, I like to take the opportunity when I'm inking to add a little bit more character to the figure, making his eyes look a little more pop-eyed here. Now, see, this is going to be, this is a scene that's actually in darkness. That's why there's so many heavy shadows across the figure. A lot of times, you'll find that if you are doing scenes that are set at nighttime or in darkness, the best way to convey that it's dark out is not by filling in all of this background, but having heavy shadows across the figure. Which I've got going on right here. There we go. Nice sort of curly hair. Getting that classic ancient look. Might as well fill that in the rest of the way there. A little more along here. Alright, we're nearly done with this guy's face. Stand up a little bit so I can see the angle a little bit better. I don't know if you can actually see that, but I just added a little detail that I had neglected, was the back of the headband that he's wearing. Okay. Give a nice heavy outline of the figure. Now, as a curious thing in comics is that your figures in the foreground should have a heavy line weight around them, a heavier line weight than figures in the background. This is to suggest atmospheric perspective. Okay, which I'm sure you're familiar with from, I think design and painting, maybe even drawing one, when we talk about that sort of stuff. So I'm adding a little more detail here. Defining my lines there a little bit. Refining and defining. A little bit of a hint of reflected light there. So, nice big fat knuckle. And matter of fact, let's get that nice heavy line weight there. And there to kind of suggest shadow on that one side. That. Sort of defining the shapes of the finger segments right there, and filling in. Now for this area through here, I don't have to worry about reflected light or anything like that. I want a little bit on this side over here, but this is within the hand, so you don't really need that.